Um, I want to now show you the block editor. Let me go to our travel blog section. This is really cool. I've shown WYSIWYG so far, but we actually have our block editor built into dotCMS to allow basically creating a very large JSON object using multiple blocks. So I'll go to edit mode here in my blog editor. And let's just say I want to add something about scuba diving because that's my hobby. And let's just click in here and we're opening up our block editor, which you can see there are several different blocks here, and I can drag and drop those around the page, and create basically multiple blocks that all form a nice JSON object that then everything can be read from and reacted to using your app, and control the presentation of how that each component should look. I can step right in here and edit something. So I'm just going to move down here and I'm going to modify a heading and just add some new text. So since we were talking about scuba diving and adding that to French Polynesia, so I'll just step down here to the travel guide, and you can see I've got some tools there for modifying. I'm just going to add scuba diving in French Polynesia. So make that change, and then I can add a new item by pressing a /, or I can just press enter and add something new. This is the rules for scuba diving in French Polynesia. And then once again, you can see that there are the different styling tools to go ahead and help you add elements. And so I'm actually going to add images in a couple of different ways here. First, I'm going to actually just drag and drop an image of a scuba diver right here. So I'm just going to go from my desktop. You can't see my desktop, but I'm just dragging it right in. So that's kind of nice to be able to just do that. And, I can go to the properties. I can say, add the alt text. And add a caption underneath, do whatever I want. It shows me my path to my digital asset. I can left, right, and center, create a link if I need to, and just simply add it that way. However, you can also, let's just say I wanted to add another image down here. I could just go to Google and just look for an image and right click and copy that image. I can actually even copy the image address and keep the image stored external to dotCMS. But I'm going to now paste that, and then it's taking the copied image and placing it right inside of dotCMS. Once again, I can change the alt tag and everything like that. So there's lots of things that you can do here inside the editor. If I now highlight this link and I click link, then I can even, change my link, change how it opens, if it opens up in a new window or not, remove the link, copy the link, do whatever I want, in addition to all the styling aspects as well, right? So then I click update, and it updates the page. I can even come down here to the bottom, and let's just say I want to add to my block editor another content type, right? So I want to add products down to the bottom or something like that. So I can click edit and click in here again and go down to the bottom. We were talking about scuba diving, so maybe there's some recommended products, and I see maybe one is missing here. So I want to add, instead of a heading or a paragraph or just some text, you could even do code blocks, and you can actually, whitelist any of these and hide them. It's totally up to you as far as the configuration, but I can also add contentlets. Right? So now I'm getting a complete list of all the contentlets or components, which are handled by my Next.js app. So I can come down here to a product and say I want to search for, a scuba diving, gear, or something here. I'll just do this O'Neill vest, and then just add that. And then of course my styling of how that product should look within the block editor is coming from Next.js. So what's really neat about this is you have a single source of truth over your individual content items that are used within the block editor. So if I make a change to this O'Neill product in in the product content itself, external from this page, it's going to update all of the content here on recommended products or any other block editor that happens to be using that product. So if I move back to products, I look at O'Neill, any change that I make here is then going to be reflected in what is shown inside that block editor or any other block editor that's actually using this product information. So single source of truth for all of your reused content inside of block editors and articles within dotCMS. All changes immediately get updated. So that's really an important thing to remember, that dotCMS is content centric, and that reusability within the block editor is a nice new feature that we've added to our headless features.